Yo guys, what is up? I am Drea Dreamer, and today I am playing Coming Out Simulator 2014. This game is a bit old, but I found it on itch.io when I was looking through featured games. I meant to be looking through featured games from the past week or something, but I found this and I was looking in the wrong one, and so I found featured games, top rated games of all times. Oh yeah, it's top rated, not featured. I was looking at top rated games of all time, and I found this one, and I kind of wanted to play it because, this is something that I personally have to deal with. For those of you, I don't actually think I've ever properly mentioned it on the channel, but I've probably hinted at it once or twice. But I'm not straight. I'm actually asexual. So this is this is something that I've dealt with before. I've come out to a couple people, or not a couple people. I'm out to all my friends, and I'm out to one of my sisters. But I'm not out to most of my family. I tried coming out to my mom once, and it's more difficult because I'm asexual. I'm not I'm not gay or bi. I'm not any sort of sexuality that's more well known. For the thing about coming out as asexual is that whenever you come out, you're probably the first person who's ever told that person that this exists. So I tried coming out to the way that I came out probably wasn't the best for explaining asexuality. I basically told my mom I was thinking about taking a girl to prom, and about halfway through the conversation I realized that I wasn't ready to explain everything to her, because it's a very exhausting thing to have to explain everything to someone. So I don't know, I felt like sharing that kind of, I guess, and I just kind of wanted to look through this, see how it's based on a true story. The developer said that they made this because it's based off of them. So yeah, this is me playing this game, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, Coming Out Simulator, half-true story about half-truths. Hey there, player, glad to have you for the next 20 minutes, I guess. What would you like to do now? Who are you? Oh, how rude of me. Let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Nikki Case. That's not my legal name, it's just my real name. That's totes weird, dude. And you made this game? Yep, I am the sole writer, programmer, artist of Coming Out Simulator. The sounds and audio, though, are from various public domain sources, but although it's mostly just me behind this game, there's a lot of people behind this game's story. Wait, is this the guy who made, the game? I thought this art style looked like that. They made the game, and, all the sequels to the game, and that one game that was We Become What We Behold. That's so cool. I didn't know that. Okay. Speaking of that, can we play it now? Why'd you make this? I wanted to tell my story. Of course, you narcissist. Ha, of course. Actually, no, a narcissist would use their real name. I told you, it is my real name. Weird. I made this game for the hashtag narrate game jam. Give me an excuse and a deadline. You procrastinated until the last day to enter, didn't you? Yes. Also, this game is uncopyrighted, dedicated to the public domain. I'm as open with my source code as I am with my sexuality. Oh, that's a terrible pun. How's about a fork me programming pun? No. I like this guy. Alright, let's just play this game already. Why did you make that a clickable option when it was the only one left? No idea. Let's travel back 5 years ago to 2010. That was 5 years ago? To the evening that changed my life forever. Tell me, dear player, how do you think this all ends? With flowers and rainbows and gay unicorns? Apparently with you redditing at Starbucks. It all ends in blood. Probably not, with flowers and rainbows and gay unicorns, but apparently with you redditing at Starbucks. Hey, I'm coding on this laptop, turning my coming-of-age story into the game you're playing right now. Nah, you're probably procrastinating. Look who's talking. Touché, douché. Anyway, this game includes dialogue that I, my parents, and my ex-boyfriend actually said. as well as all the things we could have, should have, and never would have said. It doesn't matter which is which, not anymore. How can I win a game with no right answers? You're a bit of a downer, aren't you? This true game is full of lies. I mean, I don't know. I understand why he made this game, like, with all these possible answers, because it's like, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. So how can I win a game with no right answers? There's no winning. That's exactly. You'll be playing as me circa 2010. This game is a coming out, a coming of age, a coming to terms, and there are no right answers. Hey, I just said that. What a waste. When you play, choose your words wisely. Every character will remember everything you say or don't say. Yeah, you even brought up my choices in this main menu. Exactly. Some things are hard not to remember. But yeah. And when he simply announces, I bought the airline, that was positively priceless. Is that what he said? I missed out what everyone in the theater was laughing about. You either need subtitles or to clean your ears more often. So how did you interpret the ending? So we're right into this. It was totally all a dream. He got to be back in the real world. Doesn't matter. Cobbs just finally let go. I don't know what they're talking about. It was totally all a dream. So his entire redemption story was a lie? A big fat lie. You're a bit of a downer, aren't you? Yep, I'm just a sack of sadness. Sometimes, but not when I'm with you. I'm just a realist. Sometimes, but not when I'm with you. Ah, Nikki, you amateur poet. Give me some French breads and wine, because that's got to be the cheesiest thing I've ever said. Apologize for nothing. Anywho. So yeah, thanks for taking me out to watch Inception. Oh, they're talking about Inception. My pleasure, Nikki. You should parody Inception in that odd web game of yours. Maybe. Let's meet again tomorrow evening. Although, hope I can convince my parents to let me out overnight. I wish you didn't tell your mom and dad we were just studying when we were actually at the cinema. I'll pretend we'll be cramming for the midterms all night, huh? You can't keep hiding like this. Jack. So they're talking about Inception, which I wouldn't know because I haven't ever watched Inception. But, They could never ever know. I wish I could tell them too. I'm not ready to tell them yet. See, it's always, for me, it's always been like a tie between these two. Like, it's not that I can't tell them, but it's like I can't tell them because I'm not ready. Like, that's always my thing, at least. Like, for me, it's a bit different again, because when I do eventually come out, I have to be the one to explain this to basically everyone. Like, for me, like, personally, like, I have to be mentally prepared to, like, give everyone asexuality 101. But for this situation, I mean, it's still kind of, I'm trying to think of how to explain it. Like, it's still kind of like that. It's just, like, slightly different for me, but I wish I could tell them too, or I'm not ready to tell them yet. Because this, I think I'm gonna go with, I'm not ready to tell them yet, because I wish I could tell them too is kind of like the middle ground between here. It's like, they can never ever know means I'm never going to tell them. I wish I could tell them is I never want to tell them. Like, I don't ever want to tell them. And then I'm not ready to tell them yet implies that eventually we will tell them, which I'm assuming in this game that's what's going to happen. I can help you be ready. Nikki, hiding like this is eating away at your soul. It's, how do you put it, a big fat lie? Jack, come on. I came out to my parents last year, and they were very supportive. You're in Canada now, and not a lot of people here are LGBT friendly. How do you know your parents won't be supportive of you too? Asian parents are usually very homophobic. I don't know, I guess I haven't tried. They don't support anything but studying. See, with my parents, it's like, I don't think they won't be supportive. It's just, again, like, for me, it's mostly, like, I just don't want to, like, it's so exhausting to, like, explain asexuality to someone who's never heard of it. So, like, that's my thing. So it's obviously very, like, I keep comparing it to me, but, like, I'm just, I don't know, that's why I wanted to play it, was just because I wanted to, like, you know, talk about my own experience with this kind of thing. But I guess I should probably focus on this story right now. Asian parents are usually very homophobic. I don't know, I guess I haven't tried. I think I'm gonna go with the middle one. But usually you can tell. You have trust issues. You're even texting me instead of calling because you think your parents might listen in. They would. This mode of communication. It's imprecise, impersonal, impossible to truly connect. Heh, you're an amateur poet like me, apparently. Nikki, tell them about us. Tonight. Tonight? Heck no. Sigh, I'll try my best. I'll just carefully hint at it. I'm gonna go with the middle one again. 'Cause... yeah. I don't want to freak them out too much. Still need to convince them to let me stay at your place tomorrow night. I'll tell them I'm studying with you again. It's dinner time. I'm heading downstairs now. Hey, I agree. Huh? With your thoughts on the movie ending, that is. I think Cobbs was still dreaming, living a lie. Oh. Okay. Hope you changed your mind about being not ready to tell them yet. Good luck. Text me in an hour. See ya. You amateur poet. Where is everyone? Mom? Dad? Hello? Anybody? Start eating, wait some more, play with food. See, my family and I, we always usually eat together, so I'd probably just wait, like, personally at least. Oh, that's freaky. Cut the crying, cacophonous cat clock. Ugh, why did we get that thing? Meow, 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 meow. Why did we get that thing? Your grandfather gave it to us. Oh, hey, Mom. Hi, sweetie. You could have started without me. No need to let your food get cold. Sure. Your father's running late. He'll be joining us for dinner in an hour's time. Cool, let's eat. I have something to tell both of you. There's something I need to tell just you first. This is a good question. There's never a good time, I feel. Like, or I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of times are good times, but there's never, like, a best time. Like, 'cause you don't want it to be awkward, but you really can't avoid it. I have something to tell both of you. Alright, tell us both later when he comes back. Oh, okay. Nom nom nom. So, what's your plans for tomorrow? Oh, studying. Yeah, tomorrow I'm studying. What subject? Chemistry, calculus, comp sci. Calculus. Good. You really, really could improve your grades in your calculus class. So I'll be at the library tomorrow. Will I see you studying there? Actually, I'm going to study at Jack's place. Again? You spend a lot of time with him. Ooh. We just study together, that's all. Mom, Jack is more than a friend. Yeah, that's what good pals do. Mom, Jack is more than a friend. Oh, like best friends? Well, so you're just hanging out, not studying. We are studying. Again, alright, just don't lie to me. I'm not. Just don't hang around him too much. People might get the wrong idea. Oh no, yeah, we're just friends. The wrong idea might be the right idea. What do you mean by wrong idea? What do you mean by wrong idea? Just between mother and son, I think he might be, what? A gay. He looks and talks like a gay. And since you say he's your best friend, people might think you're a gay like him, too. This is always I say always as if I have so much experience with it, but it's a tough thing to go through, definitely. God, I'm just thinking back to, my own personal experience with this kind of thing, but, people... It's tough when people talk about this kind of thing, and they don't know that you're, oh god, sorry. Mess. They don't know that you're part of the group that they're talking about, and so, like... Because, like, I know, I'm asexual, but I am, like, romantically attracted to both guys and girls, and so, like, I am kind of gay, I guess, in that way. But, like, when people talk about, like, the LGBT community, and they don't know that you're a part of it, they don't realize that, like, what they're saying is, like, directly affecting you, and so that always makes it so much harder to come out, I think, because, like, you're sitting there and you're like, well, I mean, I don't know if I can trust them, because if they think this about other people, then they might think it about me too. Sorry, I'm just... Yeah, what's wrong with being gay, I think, is the best option here. Because, I mean, again, there's no right answers. What's wrong with being gay? Nothing, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying those kinds of people are bad. I just think you should be careful around one of them. Jack might, try to recruit you. This is actually, like, reminding me of a conversation I had with my grandma, because I was considering going to NYU. I didn't, because that place is expensive as hell. But, like, I was considering going to NYU, and my grandma was talking to me about it, and she said, like, oh yeah, Greenwich Village, you gotta be careful around the people there. And if you don't know, Greenwich Village is, like, a very LGBT community. A very LGBT, I don't think that's the right word. It's a very LGBT-friendly community. It's known for being part of the gay rights movement. So, like, she kind of said that. And so that... It's one of the situations where, like, it's funny, but at the same time it's not. What? How do you even... Oh, never mind. Nick, I'm sorry you find me annoying. No, Mom, stop doing that. Let's get back to talking about your grades. Now, what did you say you were studying tomorrow? I said calculus. Calculus? You hesitated for a moment there. I was eating. Okay. I wonder if you're studying with Jack at all, or just always hanging out. We study. Still, your grades in your calculus class are terrible. Mom. That's why I'm studying more with Jack. Look, I'm trying, I really am. My grades are fine. I wasn't a very good student in school, or high school at least. I'm getting a lot better now that I'm in college, but... God, this is hitting all the points. Look, I'm trying, I really am. I'm worried for you. Jack's not a good influence. All he does is do poetry. What makes you say that? I'm getting you a home tutor. What? She'll be tutoring you in calculus. Her name is Claire. She's smart, pretty, and Caucasian. She's your age, too. Are you trying to stop me from seeing Jack? Are you trying to matchmake me with her? Can we talk about tutors another time? Let's face the facts here. Are you trying to stop me from seeing Jack? I'm sorry, seeing Jack? Be careful how you say it, that you make it sound like... Oh boy. Like we're dating? Yeah, we are. I just meant meeting Jack. We're not boyfriends. This is tough, because me personally, I wouldn't want to be blunt about it. But then again, I don't know, I've never dated anyone at all, so... There's no point, like, hiding it. Like, because I'm gonna say it. I was gonna say it's gonna come out eventually, which would be a terrible pun, but like, you don't want to ever, or I'm saying this like I have like actual good advice for people in this situation, but like, you don't want to like deny it only to come back later and say, yeah, you were right, actually. No going back. Hello? Anyone there? You're changing schools. What? I think it's not just Jack. I think it's the entire school that's a bad influence on you. Are you serious? The whole Canadian culture is making you confused about who you are. No, it's your Asian culture that's backwards. You can't do this to your child. Whatever, all schools have queer people. You can't do this to your child. Don't be so rude. I'm your mother. It's my right to do whatever I want with you. Yesterday, when you were supposedly studying with Jack, I know you secretly went off to watch a movie. Oh my god, you read my text. No, we didn't. We studied. What makes you think that? I'm not going to say you read my text, because if she had read the text, then she would know. Like, that none of this would have come as a surprise. And I'm not going to deny that we didn't study. We did go to see the movie, so what makes you think that? Because I read your text messages. So she did read them. Before dinner, I was in your room. You yelled out hello anybody from downstairs while I unlocked your phone and read what you and Jack have been sending to each other. I'm your mother, I have the right. Weird poetry? Helping you lie to your own mother? What else have you been doing behind my back? Then why is this a surprise to her? I don't know. This has to be a bad dream. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Or I hate you. Good questions. I don't want to do that, because that feels... I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Even though... Well, yeah, I guess lying is something to be sorry about. But I don't hate her. At least I don't think I do. I'm obviously not actually Nikki. But... I forgive you. You're my child, of course I forgive you. It's because your dad's almost never home, isn't it? Without a strong male role model, you become confused. Yeah, because Dad's such a great role model. That's not how it works. I'd be bi anyway. You know what? Maybe you're right. No, I'm not gonna tell her she's right. It's not how it works. I'd be bi anyway. How do you know? Are you an expert in psychology? This is all my fault. I told you to be careful around those kinds of people, but I told you too late. Oh, Nick, my poor baby. Mom, please don't cry. I'm sorry about Jack, the lies, everything. I take it all back. Please. Nick, what are you? Excuse me? What are you? I'm bisexual. I'm just confused. I'm your son, damn it. I'm not gonna say I'm just confused, because clearly Nick knows that he's not. He knows what he is. I'm your son, damn it. Isn't that enough? Did you have sex with Jack? Yes, no, or I'm not saying. I'm not saying, because it's none of her business. Oh my god, you did. Which one of you is the woman? Oh, come on. That's like asking which chopsticks is the spoon. Which one of you? God. Let me take turns. What? Alright, your father will be back soon. The food's cold, well, except for the spot you just reversed on. Your dad's late, must have been a stressful day at work. So please, when he's back, promise me you'll keep all this secret. Don't tell him about Jack. Don't tell him you lied to us so you could do things with Jack. Don't tell him you and Jack both act like women, okay? No, that's not okay. Not even just, like, the not telling his dad that, but, like, the way she doesn't understand it. That's the not okay part. No, not okay. Nick, no, please. Oh no, your father's here. Hey, Chi-Ying. Hey, Nick, I'm home. Hi, honey. Sup, Dad, how was your day? Stayed overtime. Hopefully the boss will notice it before my performance review. Really, though, I was just playing web games all day. Haha. Haha. Nick, why aren't your web games any fun? I thought my games were fun. Not all games have to be fun. Art. Well, if you know about Nick's web games, they're really funny. They're not necessarily, like, the most fun thing ever, but they're very funny, I think. Thought my games were fun. Well then, you have a sixth sense of fun, don't you? Haha. Hey Chi, what's that sauce on your plate? It's vomit, I think. Oh, and by the way, it's Chi, Q-I. I'm pronouncing it Chi, because, I don't know if Nick is Chinese, but, in Chinese, you pronounce that Chi. You pronounce Q like a CH sound, kind of. It's vomit. Nick, 1 week grounded. Don't insult your mother's cooking like that. Her food insults itself plenty enough, haha. Dear. So, son, how's school? I just saw the bottom one. Dad, I'm bisexual and banging Jack. School's fine. I'm studying at a friend's place tomorrow. I'm gonna say I'm studying at a friend's place tomorrow, because I want to... Like, in this situation, I would want to, like, insist to my mom, this is something I'm doing, regardless of what you say. Don't you remember I just grounded you for a week? You must get your stupids from your mother's side, haha. I'm bumping it up. You're now grounded for 2 weeks. Speaking of studying, we are discussing possibly getting a home tutor. Oh, is this the Claire kid? Mom, you said we wouldn't talk about this. You're the one who didn't promise not to talk. Talking about what? I'm the head of this household. You two better not be hiding secrets from me. Oh, Nick just really, really likes Claire. What? No, I don't. Fine, you got me. I have a crush on Claire. I have a boyfriend. You never want to go full denial, because then it's just like, oh, ha ha ha, I see that you're just denying it. I know you really do, and I don't want to admit that I do, so I have a boyfriend. Yes, son, you're going to be a boyfriend. You're becoming a man, son. If I were your age, I'd ditch your mother and chase Claire too, haha. His dad's a douche. That's totes weird, dude. Talking back, careful, I'll box your ears, boy. You're also thinking about changing schools for Nick, maybe to Claire's school. Claire will be tutoring Nick every day after school in calculus. Nick, how does all this sound, yes or no? He loves the idea. Shut up, Chi, I asked my son. Mr. Nicklaus Leo. You want to change schools to chase your hot tutor girlfriend? It's complicated, No pansy middle-of-the-road answers. Yes or no? His dad's a douche. No. Excuse me? No, Mom's doing this so I can't see Jack anymore. Jack, my friend. My boyfriend, Mom hates him because he happens to be gay. Mom hates him because she thinks he's gay. See, this would be a lot easier if I knew the full situation. Like I'm being thrown into this, without knowing the dad or the mom very well. So, I can't, judging from the dad's, the dad's, like, way of speech. He seems like a douche. So I don't think he would take it well, but, like, my boyfriend. Jack did this to our son. That kid chose his lifestyle, but I will not have it be yours, Nick. Look, I told Mom just now, I'm your son, isn't that enough? Nick, you're changing schools. Your mother and I will do random checks on your texts and emails. I swear if I have to pay Claire extra to make you realize you're straight, I will. So, Nick, would you like to say anything at all about all that? Yes, fuck this and fuck you. No, I accept my punishment. You can't hurt me. I don't want to do this one. No, I accept my punishment. Good, at least you're taking this like a man. I'm going out to the bar and getting something actually edible to eat. Honey, sweetie dear, your cooking is shit. Hey, Jack. Hello, Nicky, darling. I was coming out to your parents. Did I tell you so, or did I tell you so? Jack, we messed up big time, Jack. Things could have been worse. Shut up, Jack. We messed up big time. No. You're kidding me, right? What happened? They're making me change schools. They read all our texts. I think and then they got verbally violent with each other. I mean, that's true, but I don't think that's super relevant to Jack. And then that's referring to stuff that happened in the past. Like, they're still going to read all of our texts. And I feel like this one's the biggest thing that will affect Jack. No. Why? Why are they doing that? Because Jack and the school is a bad influence on me or something. They just want it to break us up. That's horrible. That's just one of the 3 crappy things that happened. Nikki, I'm truly, truly apologetic. This is my fault. I urged you to come out to your parents. Stupid me. Yeah, stupid you. No, it's their fault. No, this is all my fault. It's their fault. It's not Nick's fault for trying to come out to his parents, because, like, that's something that I feel like most people who are in the LGBT community, they don't want to have to pretend that they're straight to their parents. They want their parents to know. And so, it's never someone's fault for wanting to come out to their parents. And even if they do so, if their parents don't respond well, it's not their fault that their parents didn't respond well. It's the parents' fault for not responding well. They already read our text. Anything I would have said after that couldn't change what happened. What? You didn't tell me they also read your texts. You know, talking with my parents, it's like, that mode of communication, it's imprecise, impersonal, truly impossible to connect. What now? I'm going to sabotage my parents' plans. I'll visit the school counselor tomorrow. I'm getting out of this house. Sabotage probably won't work, I don't think. And then I don't want to have Nick run away. I don't know. Honestly, obviously, I don't know what actually happens in this situation. I think the best option would be to visit the school counselor. Because, like, where's Nick gonna go? Like, obviously Jack's house, but, like, I don't know. My current school, that is. I don't know how soon they'll be transferring me. No, I mean, what now? Between us. Jack, what do we do? What happens? We have to break up. We stick together as long as we can. I don't know. I don't know. Because this is the kind of thing where you can't... This is a situation where you really can't make that promise. You can't promise that you'll be sticking together for very long, because obviously he's probably going to end up changing schools, and in that situation I would never want to say we have to break up because of this. So I don't know. It's late. There's a lot I need to sleep on now. Okay. I love you, Nikki. I love you too, Jack. You immature poet. And then we broke up 3 days later. My feels, oh come on, that's cold, dude. Can't say I didn't see that coming. Can't say I didn't see that coming. Yeah, Jack and I saw it coming too. I feel gross just using the same colored dialogue balloons as the father character. Which reminds me, many of the characters have been swapped around, all names have been changed except mine. I left my little brother out of it entirely because he's innocent. And I put my father back in even though he'd left the family long before 2010. You could have at least given me a different color. It's been 5 years since that night. What do you think happened afterwards? Don't worry, like we said in the main menu, there are no right answers. Dude, I don't know, just freaking tell me. Let me guess, it gets better? Flowers and rainbows and gay unicorns? It gets better? Yes, actually, in all 3 versions of what happened. What? Which post-coming out story do you want to hear first? Don't worry, you'll get to hear all 3 of them. A lie, the truth, the half-truth. I want the truth first. Here it goes. I took Jack's advice and parodied Inception in my odd web game, Reimagine the Game. Didn't say that the movie was all just a dream, though. Reimagine the Game got internet famous-ish. A good portfolio piece. A few months later, I landed an internship at Electronic Arts out in the Bay Area, far away from my family in Canada. Electronic Arts. And the Bay Area is very LGBT friendly. Oh, I love LGBT. I love EA. They make The Sims, right? I don't really care about EA. Like, they make The Sims, and that's pretty good, but the company itself I really don't care about. That's why they call it the gay area. Nobody calls it that. After EA, I went on to go indie. But I stayed touch with friends at EA and stayed in the Bay Area. My technical skills grew, my social skills grew. And here, I'm finally starting to figure out my identity. But seriously, no one calls it the gay area. Now, which version do you want to hear next? I think the lie is what I want to hear next. Very well. I ran away from home with nothing more than a luggage bag full of edible underwear. I roamed the great white north, supporting myself by writing amateur poetry for strangers. I ate flowers, followed the rainbows, and befriended a homosexual unicorn. Eventually I made it to Alaska, where I met an adult bisexual couple named Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie was a mid-30s cougar, and Clyde was an early 40s manther. I guess edible undies are both food and clothing. The story is a fractal of fracked up. Manther. Also known as a fagor. They took me in as their foster child, and I was their full-time boy toy. As we know, I liked taking turns at being the woman of a relationship. They raised me, showed me love, and I grew up to be a productive member of society. Manther! They're my new family. Family with benefits. Finally, let's hear the last story. Half-truth. As you wish. Again, with the making of the only option a clickable option. Claire, in an ironic twist of fate, was also bisexual. We told each other about it during a calculus studying session. What a twist. Claire was insecure about her sexual orientation like me. We're both somewhat inexperienced. Claire's only been with women, and I've only been with Jack. A mirror version of you, but reversed. So we taught each other the other side. Did you end up having sexy times together? I really don't care about this one, but... Mirror version of you, but reversed. Well, all mirror images are reversed. You know what I mean. Yeah, Claire and I shared our experiences with one another, and exchanged tips, like do a come hither motion with your fingers, rub the head against the roof of your mouth. TMI, dude, I did move to our school in the end. We were best friends, we still are. We've now both moved to the US, far away from our hateful families. Together we helped each other overcome our insecurities and discover who we are. Proud bisexual sluts. What a touching story, I think. And of course, we wingman/wingwoman for each other. And that's the last of the post-coming out stories. To your player, I couldn't help but notice. You went straight for the truth first. What does that say about you? I wanted to know what happened. You know, usually when a game gives you multiple endings, they don't do them all at once. Huh? You thought these were endings? Let me guess, this is just the beginning? Well, yeah. The game's over, right? Oh god, how long is this damn game? Well, yeah, the game's over, right? True, but the story, which is my story, my life, continues. You know, if I could go back and relive all my other possible choices, which in a sense I did by writing this game, I wouldn't change a thing. My text getting read, being forced to change schools, all the verbal abuse. In a Stockholm Syndrome sort of sense, I'm grateful for it all. What? Yes, really. I wouldn't have been so motivated to forge my own life if my previous life wasn't total utter shit. Later in 2010, Dan Savage lost the It Gets Better campaign. My 3 stories, lies, truth, half-truth, they're all at least true about one thing. It does get better. And, at the end of this long, stupid, painful game, where I played against people who should have been on my side, I won. I won. I like that. That was good. I'm glad I played that game. I don't know how long I've been recording for, but I'm really glad I played that. It was sweet, and I'm honestly... I didn't know this about the creator of the game, Nicky Case, obviously. And it's always nice to, like, hear stories like this. And I feel like it had a good message to it. Like, it's always good to get stories that are, like, of people who, who have come out and, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of how to say this. Like, it's always good to hear stories about how people really did overcome, like, challenges in their lives like this. Like, for me, like, it's something that I've been thinking about recently is, like, when I'm going to come out to my entire family, like, how I want to do that, like, if I think I'll need to, like, leave, Because, like, obviously, Nick ended up getting out of that situation himself, because, like, not immediately, I don't think, but, like, he did end up moving to get away from the family that wasn't as supportive as they should have been. And, like, for me, that's something I've been thinking about is, like, do I want to come out, like, now, immediately, as soon as possible, or do I want to wait until I know I have some place to go in the event that, like, I can't stay? And, like, it's not a situation where I think my parents would, like, kick me out or something. I don't think that my parents would do that. But it's a situation where, like, it's a certain environment that is created when you come out to a family that's not necessarily as supportive as they could be. And again, I don't think that my immediate family's gonna be, like, a problem with that, but, like, I don't know. It's just something I've been thinking of recently. And I don't know, I really liked this game. I'm glad I played it. And, yeah. Sorry if I got, like, super sentimental or something, but, like, yeah, this was a good game. I really did enjoy it. All the love and support to Nick. He's an awesome dude, I think. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Love you.